I'll be answering to question number 4 for chapter 7. So question number 4 is telling us that Kralo Corporation has an activity-based costing system with 3 activity cost pools: processing, setting up, and other. Then it gives us the information here. And the most important thing to remember on this problem is that we have two different cost and activity cost systems that are factory utilities and indirect labor. So the first thing that is asking us is to assign overhead cost to activity cost pools using activity-based costing. So the only thing we need to do is to identify our total of factory utilities first, and then our factory utilities processing, setting up, and other percentages. So we just have to take our total and multiply that by our percentage. So if we multiply our total times our 30%, that's gonna give us our number here. Then our total times 40 here, then our total, sorry about that. Then our total times other, and it's here. Then after that, we sum those up, and that's gonna be our total of factory utilities. Then our second step is to take our indirect labor total and then identify our percentages for processing, setting up, and other for indirect labor. So it's gonna be 30% times our total of indirect labor, and so on. And then whatever you get, that's gonna be sum them up. That's gonna be your total for indirect labor. Then to get our totals for processing, setting up, and other, you just sum these two. It's gonna be this number here, then this two, this number here, and then this two, and this number here. So that's it. That's our first question, answering our first question. Then to answer to our second question, is asking us to calculate activity rates for each activity cost pool using activity-based costing. So we need to identify our processing, setting up, and other. So we're gonna take first our processing total, and we're gonna put it under processing, and then our setting up that is gonna be next to our setting up. Then after that, we need to take our total activity numbers that they are already giving to us here. So for machine hours, for processing or product, for machine hours is here, and then for batches is here. So we have to put it here. Then once we have that, we only have to divide them, and that's gonna be our activity rate. Then if you divide this and this, that's gonna be our activity rate for batches. That's question number B. Now for question number C, they're asking us to determine the amount of overhead cost that will be assigned to each product using activity-based costing. So again, we need to identify our factory utilities and our product S8 and our product F1 that are here, and our processing setting up. So first thing we need to do is to pass our activity rates over here for our machine hours in our batch. We put them here. Then after that, we're gonna take our machine hours. First, we need to do a table for our machine hours and then a table for our batches. Like here, this table, oh my goodness, is for machine hours, and then this table is for our batches. So first for our machine hours, we need to take these two, we put them here. Then we're gonna take our product for SA machine hours, then of our of the batches. So here, and if you multiply those, then that's gonna give us our activity-based costing for processing, for setting up, and then if you sum them up, that's gonna be our total for each product, no? And then for this one, for the second one, for our batches, it's gonna be taking again our activity rates, but now it's gonna be for product F1, which is gonna be here, matching hours in our batches, here processing and then setting up. If you multiply these two, that's gonna be our activity-based cost, and then if you multiply these two, that's gonna be our activity-based cost. If you sum that up, that's gonna be your total for each product. Then, last question is telling us to determine the product margins for each product using again activity-based cost. So we just need to take the information that is given to us already, which is our total sales for product S8 or product F1. So we have to put the table again here, here. Then these are direct materials or direct labor for each. Then we're gonna take our results or totals, I mean, for processing and setting up for each product, which we determine over here. First for product S8, it's processing and setting up. We have to put them down here. And then for product F1, we got them from here, our processing and our setting up. Then you have to sum this up, and that's gonna be here. By summing this up, that's gonna be here. And then in order to determine our product margin, you just subtract our sales times our how can I say, that's our total cost for S8 and our total cost for F1, which are these two. Subtract that by our sales, and that's gonna be your product margin. And that's it. Thank you.